For guided instruction today, I don't want you to write anything down. I actually just want you to take a look at the flashcards, listen to my voice, and read and follow along with me. So for guided practice today, you don't have to write this down. Now, as we know, context clues are used to help you identify the meaning of a word. What we're going to do is we're going to read a couple flashcards and identify the meaning in bold print or define the meaning in bold print. So let's read the sentence in the rectangle together. The day was cloudy and gloomy. The question says, what does gloomy mean? You have two options. A, somewhat dark, and B, sad. So like I told you before, you can, most of the time in the text, you can substitute the answer for the bold print word and it will still make sense. So let's try that. Let's substitute A first. The day was cloudy and gloomy. The day was cloudy and somewhat dark. Ask yourself, did that make sense? All right, now let's try B. The day was cloudy and sad. Now, sad and cloudy aren't associated with each other in this text, so let's think about synonyms. Cloudy can be somewhat dark, so if you want to use process of elimination, you should eliminate B because A sounds like the best answer, and when we read the sentence, it made sense with the context. Now, we're going to, I'm going to show you the answer. Gloomy means somewhat dark. Flashcard 2. I want you to read the sentence in the rectangle on a count of 3. Moja and Billy Tattoo. The old couple living in the next block is celebrating their 50th anniversary. I noticed that the word couple is in bold print. What does couple mean? So let's take a look at the context clues. When you are using context clues to define a word, you always want to go back to the text and reread the sentences around the word. So the old couple, we know that they're celebrating there, so it must be more than one person celebrating their 50th anniversary. So let's see what the word couple means. A, the two people who are married. B, two things that are together. So I noticed the difference between A and B, the major difference. A says people, B says things. So let me go back to the text. The old couple living in the next block is celebrating must be people, their 50th anniversary. Two people who are married, correct. Flashcard 3, I'm going to read it. I'm going to ask you to clap it out. If you think the answer is A, you're going to clap twice for A. If you think it's B, you're going to clap twice for B. Then I'll show you the answer. Jason dragged himself out of bed to reach school on time. I noticed that the word drag is in bold print, so we have to define the word drag. What does drag mean? A, boring someone. B, moving slowly. And again, a rule of thumb is to substitute the option for the bold print word to see if it makes sense. So let's try that. Let's substitute A first. Jason boring someone himself out of bed to reach school on time. Didn't make too much sense. Jason was moving slowly, or Jason moved slowly or dragged himself out of bed to reach school on time. So in this context, I noticed that Jason is trying to reach school. He must be late because it says on time. That's a clue that shows or tells that Jason is moving a little slowly. The last flashcard we're going to go over today is flashcard number 4. Charlie's grandfather left him a large fortune. Fortune is in bold print. What does fortune mean? So let's go back to the text before we even read the options. And that's a great testing strategy that you can use. Always refer to the text and read the clues around the text. Charlie's grandfather left. Left means that's a clue that tells us that he gave him something or left him something after he transitioned. Him a large fortune. A large amount of money, or B, something that happened by chance. Again, with context clues, most of the time you can substitute the answer for the bold print and it still will make sense. So let's try that. Charlie's grandfather left him a large amount of money. That makes sense. Okay, let's hold it because you want to read all the options and eliminate everything but the best answer. B, Charlie's grandfather left him a large or left him something that happened by chance. Something that happened by chance can't be something that his grandfather left. So let's see. Large amount of money. So when you're moving on to your guided practice today, you don't have to write down each sentence. However, I want you to write down the word that you have to define. I want you to tell me the meaning in your own words and give me some context clues that help you define that meaning. Again, you do not have to write down each sentence, but I do want you to write down each word, its definition, and give me context clues that help you define that word.